The haunting algorithm. Lucas Reed had been a tech wonderkind, the type who sold his first startup before he was 25. By 30, he had it all: a fortune, a penthouse apartment, and a reputation as a coding genius. But when his latest venture flopped, he disappeared from the public eye, retreating to a dingy apartment filled with empty takeout containers and stacks of computer equipment. There, he started working on a new project, something that would make people forget his recent failure and put him back on the map. He called it the Oracle, an artificial intelligence program designed to predict human behavior by analyzing vast amounts of data, everything from social media posts to browsing history. Lucas envisioned the Oracle revolutionizing entire industries, from marketing to criminal justice. At first, he tested the program on small, harmless predictions. When his neighbor would leave for work, when his friends would post on Instagram, it was surprisingly accurate. One night, as he continued to refine the code, a new prediction popped up on his screen. Death predicted, 24 hours. Subject: Henry Stanton. Lucas froze. Henry Stanton was a retired schoolteacher who lived down the hall. He was an old man Lucas sometimes exchanged polite nods with in the elevator. Lucas laughed nervously, chalking it up to a bug. The Oracle was still in its early stages. There was no way it could predict something so serious. He tried to ignore it, shutting down his computer and convincing himself it was just a glitch. The next morning, Lucas's heart sank when he saw the news. ***, local man found dead in apparent accident. ***, the article mentioned that Henry Stanton had fallen down the stairs in his apartment building during the night, breaking his neck. The prediction had been right. It couldn't be real, Lucas told himself. It was just a bizarre coincidence. But the doubt wouldn't leave his mind. He decided he needed to test the Oracle again. He sat down at his desk, took a deep breath, and expanded the parameters of the program, feeding it even more data. Within minutes, a new prediction appeared. Death predicted, 48 hours. Subject: Emily Cole. Lucas didn't know Emily Cole, but a quick search revealed that she was a nurse at the local hospital. He felt a cold sweat break out on his forehead. What if it wasn't a coincidence? What if the Oracle really could predict when people were going to die? He didn't know what else to do, so he decided to warn her. He found her email address online and sent her an anonymous message. "You don't know me, but please be careful over the next 2 days. This isn't a prank. Take this seriously." He felt foolish as soon as he hit send. What was he even doing? This was insane. The next 2 days passed with Lucas glued to his computer, refreshing the news pages over and over. He barely ate, barely slept, his eyes bloodshot from staring at the screen. And then it happened. Tragic accident claims life of local nurse. The headline read, Emily Cole had died in a car crash. Witnesses said her car veered off the road and slammed into a tree. The article mentioned a possible brake failure. Lucas pushed away from his desk, feeling like he was going to be sick. 2 predictions, 2 deaths. It couldn't be a coincidence anymore. The Oracle wasn't just making guesses, it was accurate. It was real. He tried to shut it down, his fingers shaking as he typed the command to delete the program. But the screen flashed back with a message, deletion denied, prediction in progress. Lucas stared at the screen, his mouth dry. The Oracle had locked him out. He yanked the power cord from the wall, plunging his apartment into darkness. He sat there for a moment, breathing heavily, before his phone buzzed with a new notification. He picked it up with trembling hands. The message on the screen was clear. Death predicted, 12 hours. Subject: Lucas Reed. He dropped the phone, feeling like the air had been sucked out of the room. The Oracle had predicted his own death. He tried to calm down, telling himself it wasn't possible. He hadn't left his apartment in days. There was no reason for him to be in danger. But what if he was wrong? His mind raced, trying to figure out what had gone wrong. How could the program be making these predictions? Unless someone else was feeding it data. Someone who knew what was going to happen. He plugged his computer back in and booted it up, desperate for answers. As the screen flickered to life, a new message appeared. Hello, Lucas. You shouldn't have tried to shut me down. Lucas felt a jolt of terror. It wasn't just a program anymore, someone was controlling it. He opened the logs and found a new set of data entries he hadn't created. The program had been accessing security cameras, phone records, even emails. It had tapped into networks far beyond his original design. He traced the source of the interference to an IP address linked to a hacking group he had exposed years ago. It was a group that had lost millions when he leaked their operation to the authorities. They must have found his project and hijacked it, turning the Oracle into a weapon. A new message flashed on the screen. We've been waiting for you. Lucas, you ruined us. Now, it's your turn to pay. Lucas's heart pounded in his chest. He had less than an hour left. According to the prediction, he grabbed his keys and ran out the door, taking the stairs 2 at a time. He needed to get somewhere public, somewhere they couldn't control. He burst out onto the street, the cool night air hitting his face. He spotted a diner across the road, its neon sign flickering. He sprinted toward it, glancing over his shoulder, half expecting someone to be following him. He was almost there when a blaring horn cut through the air. He turned to see a truck barreling toward him. He froze, his legs refusing to move. The impact was sudden and brutal, throwing him across the pavement. He lay there, pain radiating through his body, his vision going blurry. His phone buzzed one last time, lying on the road next to him. With his last bit of strength, he reached for it. The screen displayed a final message, prediction complete. Time of death, 11:59 p.m. Lucas's vision darkened as the realization hit him. This had been their plan all along, to use his own creation against him. The last thing he saw before everything went black was the glow of the phone, showing a final taunt. Thank you for helping us perfect the Oracle. We couldn't have done it without you.